what a beautiful day we have here today. Talk fast. Delegate Boyce comes in dictating. Talk fast. Nah. Again, good morning, everyone. We're so excited to be here at Coldstream Recreation Center as we get ready to continue to improve our aquatics facilities across the city. One of the things that I've shared with the mayor many times, and he agreed with me, when I first came to Baltimore, I was so confused when I started touring our pools and I saw a fence that was separating our shallow end of our pool from the rest of our pool. And I'm like, with water and everything else, that just seems like that was not a good mix. So thank you, Mayor Scott, for continuing to pour the resources that's needed so that we can right some wrongs. And so today we're gonna continue this groundbreaking with the first person we're gonna come bring up is the mayor of our city, Mayor Brandon Scott.
Thank you, Director Moore, and good morning, everyone. Good hot morning. Thank you all for joining us here in Chum for this very special and significant occasion. I want to acknowledge the presence of Delegate Regina Boyce, obviously Councilwoman Odette Ramos, Director Moore, my good friend Mark Washington, and all those in Chum who have come out here today to celebrate another part of Rec Rollout. This is actually the third Rec and Parks event like this that we've had this week. In just the past 2 months, we've opened the city's first esports rec center at Medfield, installed several new playgrounds, finished the first phase of renovations at Riverside Park, reopened Cherry Hill Splash Park and Patterson Park Pool, and we broke ground on a brand new Gardenville Rec Center and Towanda Aquatic Center. Yes, that's just in the last couple months. We made a commitment that we were going to be ushering a new era for Rec and Parks, one that's equipped with high-quality facilities, and we're seeing that promise come to fruition with this Rec rollout. And today we're here to discuss making this happen right here in Chum, a neighborhood that is, as everyone knows, near and dear to my heart, with a pool that, as you can see, has needed updates for years and years and years. The challenges faced at this pool aren't unique. We've seen so many pools across the city, as the director talked about, having a metal fence and a pool to separate one end from the other. I don't ever know how they thought that was okay. But now we are going to be taking those things away and building the Coldstream Aquatic Center as one of many ARPA-funded projects that wouldn't be possible without President Biden's commitment to the nation's recovery. So thank you again, Mr. President, Madam Vice President, to our senators, to our Congress people. Because of ARPA funding, we'll be transforming this space into a Coldstream Aquatic Center, marking the third of 6 neighborhood pool facilities that we will be renovating, and it aligns with our vision for a better and stronger Baltimore. Spending time at city pools is not only a great way to be cool during Baltimore's hot summer, but it's also where people can learn to swim. This new center will have 2 bodies of water, a lap pool and a zero-entry wading pool, a beach entrance, pool house, aquatics office, mechanical room, and something that many of our pools unfortunately did not have, that we will have now, restrooms. Congratulations again to the entire community of Chum. We look forward to coming back next year to jump in the pool. And with that, I will turn it over to Delegate Boyce, who will turn it over to Councilwoman Ramos, who will turn it over to Mark Washington, and then back to Director Moore. Delegate?
Well, thank you, sir. And good morning. Thank you so much. I'm so honored to be here with our mayor, my councilwoman, and executive director, Mark Washington, for this historic moment. I just want to quickly say I'm not originally from Baltimore City, but where I am from, and which is why this pool, especially in such an insulated community, is important, because I learned to swim in school while in 4th grade. It was a part of the curriculum at the school, and so beginning my 4th grade year, the whole 4th grade, we walked to the local pool, public pool, and we all learned how to swim. And one of the reasons why this pool, Mr. Mayor, is important, because it will be an insulated pool, for a pool for a community, a dense community, but hopefully, again, we can have our children swimming, and then swimming hopefully without any incident of drownings in the future. And so that is most important to me, but most importantly, again, on a day like today where I would like to be in the pool right now, our communities have a place nearby in walking distance for relief. So thank you, Mr. Mayor and Mr. Director Moore, for your commitment to aquatics, but most importantly to pools in walking distance for communities. Thank you so much.
Hi, good afternoon. Councilwoman Ramos. This is such a great day, not just because I prefer hot than cold, but also that this is a big day for the community. And I do want to thank the community, Chum community, who are here for your patience. I know this is a long time coming, and a lot of the things that are happening in our neighborhood, it's a long time coming, and it's happening. So I want to thank you all for your patience, but also I am so glad we're here to deliver. Right? This is what we're trying to do, and this is what the Scott administration has been trying to do, is to deliver for this community. And I'm excited that we've been able to take advantage of the opportunity from our federal partners to be able to do this. This is one of a few things that we're going to get in the neighborhood in the next few weeks, so I'm really excited about that. And I'm excited that we will have a second pool. We've had just the Clifton pool open, and it's still open, and everybody should go enjoy it. But having another pool in the neighborhood will be amazing. So I just want to thank Rec and Parks, obviously our federal partners. I want to thank Chum. I just want to thank everybody for doing this, and I look forward to jumping in. I think it'll be great. Thank you so much. And now introducing Mark Washington.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First, I'd be remiss if I did not say this and admit this on record for the whole world to hear. At the start of the NBA season, Mayor Scott and I were picking who would be in the NBA Finals. Mayor Scott said before the start of the NBA season that the Boston Celtics were going to win it all. I disagreed. Sir, you were right. Thank you.
I want my Cocos.
Right. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. But more seriously and more importantly, I want to thank our federal, state, and local partners. More specifically, I do sincerely want to thank Mayor Scott and his staff at Rec and Parks. They have been phenomenal in dealing with us. Mayor Scott made a commitment when he came on that some things that had been languishing in Chum for years, he would get across the finish line. The Coldstream Aquatic Center is one of those things that Mayor Scott is getting across the finish line. So those are promises made, promises kept. And while Mayor Scott has been doing, I think, yeoman-like work for the city of Baltimore, it is particularly important to us because of the history that Coldstream Homestead Montebello has shared with Mayor Scott. I'd be remiss if I did not mention the very close partnership, and when I say close, I mean close enough that I can call on his cell phone and he will pick up, with Director Moore. That's accessibility that is unparalleled. And for communities like Chum who have faced challenges in the past, that type of access gives us hope for the future. So once again, I want to thank our federal, state, local partners, but most of all, give me a hug, man. Give me a hug, man. Thank you, Jake.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mayor Scott.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, so I'm bringing up the rear. So let's see here. We've got, I don't know, 3-4 pages of notes here, but trust me, we won't go through them all. We're going to get you out of here, Councilwoman. So, again, I just want to start by, it means a lot when you start walking through your different facilities and you see the various needs. And then you can go to an administration like Mayor Scott and say, hey, Mayor, we have to invest in our facilities. And what's so unique about the mayor is he used to work in Rec and Park. So when I started talking to him about the issues in Rec and Park, he was like, oh, that's nothing new. I knew about those things. But what I love is his commitment. And his commitment is just not talking about it, he's showing it. And his financial support, what he has continued to do, it speaks volumes. You heard him earlier speak about this, really literally about 6 projects in the last couple months. When have you ever heard of that kind of renovation, that kind of investment in recreation in a long time? So Mayor Scott, I want to start again by thanking you for believing in this vision, believing in improving the community and making world-class recreational facilities. And I know the mayor has partners. and it's Councilwoman Ramos that I have conversations with on various things, and she's always been supportive of our agency. Delegate Boyce, I think when I first came here, we had some conversations, and so I want to just thank you all. But the community plays a vital role. So we, again, as a councilwoman stated, I do want to thank you for your patience. This pool's been shut down for about 3 years, but it needed that so that we can redesign and properly put a system in place. And as the councilwoman spoke earlier about Clifton, this time last year we had issues with Clifton. One thing we continue to do every year is, if we're not fully renovating, we're improving our mechanical system. So Clifton has a brand new mechanical system, and what that does, it reduces the downtime. And as the councilwoman said, if you've seen Clifton, I think it's the best I've seen Clifton pool the water in a long time. So we're going to continue to commit to that. We're going to continue to support that. I want to thank Council President Mosby for his continued support of our agency. But I have to take a minute and just thank our capital team, because I know Adam Boardman, I drive him crazy all the time. So Adam, thank you. I don't know where, there you go, Adam. I was looking for you, and your entire team, because there is roughly over $200 million in projects that's on the streets right now, and all these different rec and park staff that's here, those are inspectors. We have to have people on these jobs inspecting these projects and make sure that we hold our consultants responsible. I want to thank Plano for their work, GWWO for their design, but as I stated, all this is not possible without ARPA, so truly thank our federal partners. This is a $7.5 million project here at Coldstream Montebello, so we're really excited about opening the doors here and jumping in, Mayor. I promise you I will be there next year when we jump into this pool, as well as we have a pool that's a little bit east of us here that we're going to be opening up next month. So stay tuned. We're going to continue to move our projects. We're going to continue to meet the needs of our community. And thank you to all of our elected officials in our community for continuously supporting us. And so without further ado, what I would like to do is bring up our Council President Mosby, to say a few words.
I'm going to be very brief. I know it's all been said already. But again, I say this at every single time we open up a rec center, every single time we do a major renovation, that, this is a symbolic representation of this administration's commitment to really pouring into our young folks. And the reality is, when our young folks step into facilities and schools and they're provided with resources that are subpar, and we tell them they can be all that they want to be. We tell them that they can esteem to go to higher heights. We tell them that we actually care about them. They really feel the opposite. But when they see facilities, when they see resources that this administration has continued to double down on, like we see with the pool behind us today, they truly understand and know that their city and their community cares deeply about their future and their trajectory. That is what this is about. Pouring into our young folks and letting them know that we are there for them. We're there, more importantly, not for where they are, but where they're going, and that's their future. So thank you so much, Mr. Mayor. Thank you so much, Director Moore. Thank you so much, Adam, for all of your hard work.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President, and everybody. And I can't wait to see us all swimming next year. And with that, we will take any questions from our friends in the media. Junior? Oh, that you're good. Go ahead. Yep. So I was at WJZ early this morning. Media Park for AFRAM. We talked about this. So we're gonna have cooling stations, misting stations. We want people to come out and enjoy themselves. Make sure that you hydrate. Don't wait until Saturday to hydrate. Hydrate yourself ahead of time, and just know that, listen, those of us who've been to many AFRAMs have been to AFRAMs on days a lot hotter than this weekend, especially when it was held at the stadium on asphalt. Find shade where you can find it in the park on Saturday. Be safe. We're going to have all those things out there for you, but make sure that you're taking care of yourself and utilizing those things as we all have a good AFRAM time. Anybody else? Sir? All right. Thank you, everybody.